What is up, y'all? And welcome back to another episode of the Talk of the Rick Show. And if you do not know who I am, then that means you are not subscribed. And if you are not subscribed, you're going to miss so many great episodes. So hit that subscribe button because it does not cost you a thing. And guys, let me know how you like that new intro. I was so excited because I was like, it's better. I like it. I don't know about you guys, but it only gets better from here. So let's give a warm welcome to today's guest. And hopefully I don't say his name wrong. And if I do, I am so sorry. But let's give a warm welcome to Brix Porter.
It is Brix Porter. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Of course, of course. So how are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm out here enjoying this nice, beautiful fall weather. This is great.
Yeah, that's good for you. It's kind of raining here and it's cold outside, so you can keep it. You can
Oh
do
yeah.
it.
I'm out here near the Appalachian Forest, so we got nice 60 fall weather out here all in there right now. This is great.
Lucky you. Enjoy. So I always hop into with who or what got you into wrestling?
My journey's probably as unique as anybody else's, but I was living in my car in 2016, and I found wrestling, and wrestling saved me. I was looking for anything to do, with my life. And I was referred to the Hybrid School of Wrestling with Chris Marvel in San Antonio, Texas, and that is where I began my training in 2016.
Okay. So it started as a rough patch, but like wrestling was like your escape from that and you used it to your advantage. So that's really good.
Yeah, wrestling totally saved my life. I don't know where I'd be without it.
No, yeah, that's really great. So you kind of just said, but who trains you or trained you?
Yeah, it was Chris Marvel at the Hybrid School of Wrestling was where I got my original training, and currently I'm training in Lancaster, PA, with Jesus Rodriguez at Three Legacies Wrestling.
Okay, yeah, that's where I seen you from. I was like,
Yeah.
Work our magic. I have yet to be to a show, which, funny enough, I'm going to be there this weekend, so I'm super excited for that.
Oh, it's going to be a great show for sure. There's always great people there. The roster they have is amazing. I don't have enough good things to say about it.
No, yeah, and I'm like a huge Zoe Cannon fan, so I cannot wait to see her.
Zoe, yeah.
Yeah.
She's Zoe. She's fun to have around, that's for sure. Always keeping it interesting.
So how long would you say like you trained for before you actually got like a legit match?
I trained for a full year before having my first match.
Okay, I see you. So we're gonna start with like, out of Three Legacies, is there anyone there that you want to have a match with that you haven't yet got to have one with?
Al Snook.
So
Guaranteed. Al Snook. He's the star student of Three Legacies Wrestling. If there's anybody to take on, it's the top guy. And I'm not here to waste time. I'm here to get my money and I'm here to move on. And if I'm going to take on anybody, it needs to be him.
Yeah, for real, as you should. So, and if people don't know, are you a heel or are you a face?
I'm a heel.
I don't know. I usually say on all the time on here that I can tell if someone's a heel or a face, but you are one that I cannot like.
The crowd seems to know I'm a heel. Everybody who knows me seems to know I'm a heel. It seems like you're the only one not in the loop on that.
I mean, because you look so sweet with your little fuzzy hat and like.
It's cold.
Well,
do you not wear a hat when it's cold?
I do.
Is this better? This what you want, huh?
Now you look like a heel, yeah.
It's cold. I'm keeping my hat on.
As you should. Go for it. Do what you gotta do, man.
You got me ruffled.
So, what would you say is your favorite thing about wrestling?
I love and hate the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I love and hate the crowd. I love the interaction, but they don't like me.
Well, I mean,
every time I'm there, they're so rude. They always have the worst things to say.
Yeah. Are you sure like you didn't antagonize them by doing something or saying something?
No. Don't do those things. I come out there, I give them the good show that they paid for, and then I go home. Home. I go to my place.
Yeah. That's great. So the crowd is your favorite kind of thing. What would you say is the hardest part for you?
keeping it all put together in the ring, not trying to get too hyper focused on one element of the entire performance, but keeping it all together, keeping the crowd entertained, athletically keeping up with my opponent, making sure all the pieces in a row so the crowd gets the full experience that is pro wrestling.
No, yeah, I get it. So another part that a lot of people say that they have as a wrestler or something involved with wrestling is being like a self-critic, or they're beating themselves up after a match or something. Is that kind of something you do, or you're just
I'm
like,
the best wrestler on this planet, so I don't know where these other guys are getting this from, but no, I never have any problem with that. No,
oh, yeah, that's good for you then, as you should. You know you're good. You just doing your thing.
exactly.
That's great. Good for
Right.
you. So,
Nobody around here has anxiety. What is that? We don't do that here.
yeah, what's that thing? We
Right,
don't even know about that anymore.
right, right. We don't do that here.
So if one of those younger fans at the crowd came up to you and was like, "I want to do exactly what you're doing," what would you tell them?
I would tell them to find a person in the current business that they admire, find the closest location they can get to that person, and do exactly what that person says.
Yeah.
That's the shortest, easiest way because there's hundreds of schools these days. There's hundreds of promotion these days. There's tons of different ways you can go about being in this business. And I've done a lot of things right and I've done a lot of things wrong. And one thing I would say is find a person in the business that you truly admire and follow that person.
Okay. So like then if a little kid came up to you and was like, "I'm just gonna follow you and do exactly what you do," what
Don't get away from me. Where are your parents? Where did you even come from? Go sit back in your seat.
a little kid would just be running up to you at a show, like following you everywhere.
It took me years to learn all this advice I have. You think I'm just going to give it to some little kid because he wants to talk to Brix? No.
But what if he's showing you support? You don't
What?
need the support, right?
What can I do with support? Does Greyhound take support? Does American Airlines take support? Does Hilton Hotels take support? Does KOA take support? No.
Okay, kids. So if you like wrestling and you want to do it, don't go to any other wrestler except for him,
Hey,
because
don't come to me. I don't care. Go ask your mom. I don't know.
ask your mom. Even though she's not a wrestler, just ask your
I,
mom.
I don't. They know something. I don't care. I don't want to talk to those little kids. They annoy me.
Yeah, yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't talk to Smiley. That's his department. Let him run around with kids. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. Okay, we heard you.
Right.
So even though you a heel, my dad is in the chat hyping you up because that's what he does. So he's
Yeah.
going, especially this weekend, he's going, we're going to be cheering for you. And then you going to be like, no, I don't need that.
I don't care about his cheering, honestly. I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna do my thing, regardless of your dad or not. I mean, that's cool. It's always nice to have people clapping for me. I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't need him.
Yeah. Well, we won't be clapping for you after this weekend, but it's okay. I'm just kidding.
You guys are weird. You're clapping for the wrong people. Clap for anybody else. I don't care. Throw me money. Throw me money in the ring. Give me a place to stay. You got a couch? Can I come crash at your house? Give me that this weekend. That's what I need.
All right.
Some gas money? Yeah.
All right. So in your match, we'll just start throwing money to you like you
I heard they do that in Mexico. I haven't been out of the country yet, but I heard they do that in Mexico, and I'm all for that. It's like stripper wrestling. They just throw you money, and I'm all for this.
Hey, who knows? Maybe it is like that. If you want that to be, I'll be pull out. I got you. I'll be doing it.
Oh, I'm for this. Let's
Actually, I'll
do
be
it.
a money gun. I'll be like, here you go. You do what you gotta do.
That's all right. People in Lancaster hate money. They're all poor. It'll be great. It'll be all for me. Me and Kevin Murphy will be in the back partying it up with all the money.
As you should. Take the money and celebrate.
Right. Exactly.
So my dad says, is there a time when you second guessed yourself in a match?
Never in a match. Never.
Yeah, because he's too good for that.
Because I am great. In training, though, that's where the work comes in.
Yeah.
Doing stuff I've never done before. I'm trying things that I wouldn't do any other day. It is amazing as it is. What you're seeing on the shows are things I do 100 times over. I can do with my eyes closed. Training is what's hard.
Yeah, it's that they don't talk about. They go out there, you guys put on a great show, but it's behind the stage stuff that it makes it harder. And like the training, like, you got to dedicate so much of your time to that.
I'm in the gym 4 hours a day, at least 3 days a week. And on the off days, I'm doing at least 2 hours of gym. I usually do an hour of yoga and an hour of gym. So
Okay.
it's intense. It's day in, day out. If you're
Yeah.
trying to, if you care about it, if you're really trying to put anything into it, it's day in and day out.
No, I get it. It's another job on top of a job that you already have, so it takes so
Right.
much time. I get it. It's relatable. So, like, if you were to get the opportunity of like AEW and WWE calling you at the same exact time, saying that they want you on their full time roster, which one would you take?
WWE.
Yeah.
That you could put everything else aside. At the end of the day, I don't want to be the guy that's like a WWE wrestler. I'm on AEW. It's like WWE. No, give me those three letters. Give me WWE superstar, the modern day nomad, Brix Porter. That's what I'm here for. Nothing
Exactly.
short.
Oh, yeah. I get it. So, like, if you were to get that opportunity and you go on WWE, what is there any specific star that you want to face? Specifically, like a dream match? It could be whoever.
That's such a hard one because there's so many talented athletes out there. And a lot of the guys that I appreciate, I'm a little bit older than most of the guys who do pro wrestling. I've stuck around a little too long. A lot of my guys are retired or aren't in the business anymore. And I can't say that WWE could give me a dream match because, again, I have friends that have been to WWE. So it's kind of like I know people there.
Yeah.
But Three Legacies actually gave me a great opportunity this past, I believe it was a month ago now, at the Clipper Magazine Stadium at their stadium show. And I don't know if you were there for that show or not, but I got to wrestle and share the ring with not only Al Snook, which is why I want him one on one. He's the one of one. I want him one on one.
Yeah.
But also, I got to share the ring with Shannon Moore and Dirty Dango. And I thought that was pretty awesome. Like, those are guys I grew up watching. Fandango coming out. I don't know if that's copyright if I can say that, but he came out dancing. Like that
No,
was.
yeah.
This is my era, right? Like, and like I said, a lot of guys that I currently admire are gone. They're not in business anymore. But I think if I had to pick somebody, honestly, Chad Gable or Alex Shelley, but he's not in WWE. But
Yeah.
Alex Shelley is like my top of the list. But of WWE, I'd say Chad Gable, probably for sure.
No, definitely. I mean, I love Chad Gable, so that would. I think you'd be getting the win on that one, but it's okay. You got to do what you got to do in wrestling.
I don't know, man. Have you seen Chad Gable? The guy's a monster. He does not get enough credit. He's very underrated. That
Yeah.
guy is a monster.
Yeah. I mean, someone I think that you would have a great match with. I just seen him at Battlefield yesterday, was it? Yeah, Sunday. So there's Battlefield in Broadheadsville. I think you would have a great match with Rico Gold because Rico Gold is such a he's such a bitch. And I think you need to show him that he needs to bring it down a couple levels. Like he isn't all that. I mean,
See,
but
I show up ready to fight, and then these guys do this little flippy stuff and get around me. And they say I cheat, but I don't think I've cheated. I'm not exactly big on the wrestling rules. I'm not a career wrestler.
yeah.
I don't think I've cheated yet. That's
No, yeah. It's
thinking.
not cheating. It's just doing what you got to do to win.
I need the money more than they do. I have to go to the next place. They're going home to their house, to their girlfriends, to their wives. I'm going to the woods. I need their money. I need to get me some little trinkets so I can take with me so I can live comfortably when they
Yeah.
have all their creature comforts here at home.
Exactly. They got that thing called electricity. They got heat. You need it more than they do. So yeah, exactly. I totally get it. So how do you feel about like the hardcore death style weapons kind of stuff?
Not my jam. I respect that art 150%. And that's why I say I could never do it. It's insanity. I could never do it. And I appreciate when I first was up and coming in my very early days, Masada was one of the assistant trainers at the Hybrid School of Wrestling. And I
Mhm.
had the privilege to get in the ring with him on a few days and learn a couple things. And the one thing he always said above anything else was learn to wrestle first. And especially with my look, a lot of people want to put me in that arena, and then I'm just that's not me. I want to get known that Brix is a monster, and then later on, if those opportunities come, I'll entertain them. But for right now, I really want to get good at wrestling.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tarzan wrestles for Three Legacies. I'm pretty sure
That one. Give me Tarzan. Give me a Tarzan. Me and Tarzan would throw down.
yeah.
Put it down. I'll take the blunt right from him and finish it off for him.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh my god, he does some really intense, hardcore death style. The last thing I seen of him posted, I was like, I respect Tarzan, but that stuff gotta get off my feed on Instagram was him like cutting that guy's arm. I was like, oh
Now he
no.
pulls a knife, I'm out. You're just gonna see me leave the ring and go to the back. I'm not gonna do it.
I'll be all for it. I'll be like, you stay yourself. You gotta go.
No, I'm good. We don't do that. No, I'm okay. You can have it. You can have my bag of weed too. I'm good. I don't need it.
Yeah, certain things are okay, but like when you pull that knife out,
No, that's game over.
that's where I draw the line. No, yeah. I don't know. It's for some people, it's not for everyone, and that's okay.
Right. No, it's an art in itself. It really is. It really is. It's like a genres of movies. It's a genre of wrestling. It's its own art for absolutely sure. I would just say personally doing it as a style, it's not something that I'm really personally into. I'm honestly I would like to get better technically. I
No,
would like to be able to keep up with these fast moving young guys. That seems to be my weakness.
yeah,
Bad
there's
tag
just
teams. I can't get tag teams over either. I lose in tag teams and I lose against the fast guys. I
darn.
don't know.
So, is there anyone that you would want to tag team with at Three Legacies if you haven't?
Tarzan.
Yeah,
Tarzan.
I have not seen him in forever. I
The
mean,
Nomad and Tarzan and a tag team would be insane.
exactly. Y'all the wild beast up in there. Be like, you
It'd
do
be
what you gotta
insane.
do. I'll support you. So, like on the other side of that, how do you feel about like the intergender male versus female?
I like it. I like it because much like jujitsu, where size is a variable in pro wrestling, it gives an opportunity for males and females to show their strengths on either platforms.
Yeah.
Um, that in the right light, females can do things as well as males, and in the right light, maybe females shouldn't do things that the males are doing.
Mm,
I think in wrestling, I think it shows both ways perfectly. Because let's be honest, if I shoot a girl off and I catch her, and I flip her off my shoulders and put her down, I might be the end of that female's career. I'm
yeah.
not changing the girl. There's some guys that have taken that they can't get up either. But 255-pound guy versus 130-pound girl, one of us is going to come out on top.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the female because we bad bitches, and if we
Listen,
can't take
listen,
no, no,
listen. I
no.
will grab her by the back of the hair and hold her straight up. Just,
And then she'll turn around and do a little reversal thing on me.
nah, we don't do that here. We
Yeah,
don't do that here.
if we can train with you, we can equally kick your
I'm
ass.
alpha. Okay, alpha. Right, alpha. That means I win. Right.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
now.
Forever.
Okay, whatever you gotta do, okay? Um, so do you think it's gonna be an age thing, a mindset thing, or an injury thing that causes you to retire?
Oh, for sure injury. For sure injury.
Yeah,
Oh
honestly,
yeah. I was in the army for 9 years before I ever started wrestling. And then I was a bouncer for 10 years after that.
oh,
And I've been lifting weights the entire time. So I have a lot of miles on my body. And I'm not honestly sure at this point, what the length of my career is going to be. So I'm taking every moment I get to the absolute most that I can get it. Like I don't know. My next match could be my last one. And if it is, I want to make sure that crowd is like, whoa, that Brix guy is insane.
yeah. I mean, even if it came to that point where you couldn't wrestle anymore, would you still want to be involved in some way, whether it's like the training, like training someone, manager, or
Oh,
just
I'd
not?
love to be a coach, like, and not like a wrestling school owner. Like that's his whole
Yeah, yeah,
thing. He runs that great. I would like to be like a strength and conditioning coach for wrestlers. I want to take wrestlers and build them into their athletic capabilities. So take the guys that want to do the cool things and build their bodies so they can do the cool things.
yeah. Because anyone can be a wrestler. They could go to training, but like you can't. not be hit in the
No,
chin.
but to be able to jump higher, hit harder, and to
Yeah.
be able to flip and fly, to be able to contort your body in midair, to put on 10 pounds of muscle and look twice the size that you did, all these things. I want to take and bring that value to the business. If it ever comes down that I can't be an active wrestler, I'd like to be like a strength and conditioning coach,
Yeah.
like a something like that. I think would be great for me.
No, definitely. Yeah. So out of obviously you wrestled at Three Legacies, but like out of everywhere that you have wrestled, is there one specific place that you're like, I really like this place and I will wrestle here any opportunity I get?
Anything outside of Three Legacies?
Yeah. Or it could be Three Legacies.
Three Legacies. That's home. They've given a nomad a home, and I can't say enough good things about them. And Jesus, in particular,
Yeah.
a lot being said, but they gave a nomad a home, and
No,
I
yeah.
can't say enough about that.
No, definitely. I mean, I remember the first time I ever talked to Jesus, Ricardo, or whatever. I was like, oh my God, this man was on TV. I used to watch him on TV. And I was like, oh my God, is this real? That's another reason like I started the podcast. I was like, little me, little 6-year-old B used to think, oh my God, these people are famous. I'm talking to famous people, even if it was in the independent scene. So I had to fulfill my little kid dreams and be like, yeah, I talk to famous people.
Those have been like my moments in wrestling. Again, I don't being older. My idols don't wrestle anymore. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm going to make it to the WWE. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. But I'd say the biggest thing for me is taking those moments of getting to meet your idols, getting to share the ring with Jesus. We're gonna break character a little bit, but to this day, like that's still I still pop for that. I get in the ring with him. He's like, "Come on, we're gonna work a sequence," and I'm just mind blown. And from a wrestler standpoint, the things he teaches in the ring are just so simple, but they're so extravagant in storytelling. There's little nifty things, and I've used them in matches and gotten huge responses, and it's amazing every time I get in the ring with him. I can't put over Jesus and Three Legacies enough. I really can't.
No, yeah. So, like, what does a day of training with Jesus look like if people wanted to do what you do and do?
Jesus has training at Three Legacies 4 days a week, and then there's open rings on Sundays. But I personally add another layer because if you're in wrestling, and especially if you're aging in wrestling, you got to take care of yourself. So I
Mhm.
do DDP yoga on top of the in ring training in the evenings. And then I like to have stage presence. I like to be a big pro wrestler. So I work out 3 days a week around those days. So I'm alternating yoga and working out and doing the in ring training on the evenings at Three Legacies. So I add in that piece. But if anybody wanted to train, the training days are just in the evenings.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I get it. So, my dad says, have you ever wrestled at NJPW, aka?
That is in my sights as a place to go. But in my career to this point, I haven't honestly tried to get any of the major label spots. I don't want to push and I don't want to send that envelope in until I am confident that I'm not going to get a no response. I want to be undeniable when I send my stuff in. And in my own personal growth, there's a few key points that I'd like to tweak in my character and in my presentations, a couple things I'd like to get a little bit better at. I like to get my body a little bit better. Before I send out that package because I feel like that's like a one-time button push. Like when you send it, that's the image they get of you, and I don't want to send them anything half ready, or kind of half put together. I want to make sure when they get that, they're like, no, this is our guy. We want him now. So I haven't reached out, but New Japan definitely is my style. That's my style of wrestling. So I'd fit in great there. Impact is another one I've had my eyes on 100%. Um, I think those are the two big ones. Uh, would
No.
be Impact and New Japan.
No, yeah, it's definitely achievable. As long as you keep working for it and you gotta, yeah, as long as you be the heel because there's so many baby faces and it's so easy to get along with them. But them heels, they bring out a different side of the crowd. So
I
I
was a
think
babyface the first 4 years of my wrestling career as
yes,
Brix. And Jesus, when I came out here, was like, "You're a heel now." And I said, "I fully understand this assignment." And my first match there, I made a little kid cry so much that the parent complained to the management. And, ever since then, I've been a heel at Three Legacies.
so it just fits. That's great. That makes me more excited for this weekend because I'm one of those fans that will go back and forth with you. You will definitely hear me and be like, girl.
Have you
So
seen me and Streamer Guy go at it yet? Oh man, Streamer Guy. Every time I come out, this guy cussing me out, getting in my face. You almost got in a fist fight. Streamer Guy.
okay, well
I'm
then
not afraid to get in the crowd. That's my area. The guys in the ring know what they're doing. These crowd people are idiots. They're talking smack to the guy that they don't even understand.
yeah, okay. So maybe I won't talk smack. I'll just be like, you gotta do what you gotta do, cause I'm not trying to die. So yeah, you can have that wrestling thing. I mean, if it was someone more smaller, like not even Zoe, because Zoe scares me too. She comes out here with
Zoe is a
that
hard worker. I give her so much stuff, but Zoe really is one of the hardest workers at Three Legacies. She puts in the work. You
no,
can't take
yeah.
that from her.
No, yeah. I'm honestly probably gonna fangirl this weekend when I meet her and be like, oh my god, I remember you from the podcast. And be like, yeah. So have you ever actually been in that situation where you met like you said, that match from the last Three Legacy show when you met them? Were you like fangirling or like being a fan for a minute?
You're not supposed to. There's a level of professionalism because they are
Yeah.
in a way colleagues. But I'm not going to say that there haven't been certain people in the locker room that I've asked permission to go fangirl for about 3 minutes and just completely lose myself at who I was meeting. It
Yeah.
was great.
No, I get it. Like if you meet someone famous, I mean, like I said, for Jesus, I'd be the same way. So that's why I'm like, I think you guys can have the training because me, I would be too immature and be like, oh my god, I'm fangirl like every single one of you. Even if you're an independent star, I will fangirl over you. So I think that's you should keep it. You do what you gotta do. So do you have like a dream place that you want to wrestle in? Like it doesn't have to be specifically like WWE, just a location. I
No, the ECW arena. I would like to get a match at the ECW arena. I haven't done that yet either, and I know I'm really close now. I need to get the right people's ways to get myself there, but I would really like if I could get something in before this time's up. That's like the last thing that I could even think of in my head of like a bucket list thing. I've done like not everything, there's always going to be new things coming up, but as far as things that I thought were conceivable, I've already done more than I ever thought possible in this business. So now I'm just kind of like, well, what can I think of? And the only thing I haven't done is wrestled in the ECW arena. And like I said, that was my era, was
yeah.
ECW, that was my thing. So getting to do that would be pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, little by little, you're getting closer. So, do you have merch? And if so, where can
I do
people
have merch. I'm not very good at the online thing. I'm working on that. It's hard to do from the woods all the time, but I do have merch available at every show. I am getting more on order. Things are coming. They're just coming slowly, but they are coming. It's a big thing I'm actually working on. That's one of those gaps I said I wanted to try to fill, is get the whole merch plan out. There's keychains and pictures and stuff. What do you guys want? What's something from as a fan? Here we go. What's something as a fan that you'd like to see Brix sell that I don't have out there?
I say it all the time, and no wrestlers ever come out with it. And as a female, or even a female wrestler, we preferably like leggings. So I always say, like, even if it has your name like on the leg part, I will wear it. I will buy. Like, if you have one of every color, I will buy one of every color.
That's a good idea. Actually,
Like,
I
I
would
don't
never even think of that.
exactly. Or like crop tops. Cause I mean some male wrestlers be wearing crop tops too when they're
I'll
wrestling.
wear a
So
crop top.
I don't know about that,
My
but
Three Legacy.
you'll just come wearing a crop top, be like, that girl from the podcast said that. I'll be like, oh my
Hey,
god.
just know I got paid extra if I do. So
Or
somebody slid me a 20.
I'll slide you that extra. Be like, here's your little extra for the. That would be amazing. That would be hilarious. But yeah, definitely leggings because it's not something we always have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, stickers. So switching it up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought about that. I'll definitely try to get some good ones made up too. Maybe some like forest print with trees going down the legs and nomad bricks down the other side.
Exactly. Make it
Yeah,
work. I'll be your first person. Put me on that list. I will be the first person to buy
got you. Got you. Give me a whole plug when I get them done.
Exactly. I'll hook you up. I'll have a whole wait list for you to buy them leggings.
All right. Nice.
So my dad says, who is your favorite wrestler in ECW?
Rob Van Dam. And Sabu, that whole rivalry for Rob Van Dam, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
So then he says if he does bricks on leggings, just have barbed wire around it with a brick wall behind in graffiti. Oh, that's kind
that's
of
stupid.
cool.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, what he say? He's more the
Eh,
nature guy.
What does that have to do with the woods and not liking people and loves roller dogs? What does it have to do with any of that?
I mean,
Camping
how?
World does not sell barbed wire. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, so how do you how does the connection thing kind of work when you living in the woods in the forest?
I have a phone, and that's how I'm talking to you, and that's how I do business with anybody, and that's it. And if
So
you catch me and I'm not there, when I get to the next McDonald's or I get to the next Love's that has Wi-Fi, I hook up and we have our conversation. Does this look like a house to you? Do you think I'm at like a house right now?
no, no,
It's cold out here.
yeah, poor thing. So if people wanted to find you at shows, what are some upcoming shows you'll be at?
I will be at the Three Legacy show this weekend, and I have to undergo some medical procedures, um,
Hmm.
preventative things I've needed to get looked at for a while. So I'll be taking a very short break, but I don't think I'm done yet. So
Never.
we'll see. Right now, Three Legacies this weekend, this Saturday. I
Okay.
will be at the show, and after that, I don't know.
No, definitely. So, and I already call it now since you're a heel and my dad is almost as loud as me. Y'all gonna be, you're gonna have that back and forth thing as well this weekend. So he goes and says, because since you are a heel and you're a tough guy, that'll give you more of a bad look. Duh. Oh, he done you.
I need barbed wire to make me look tough. This is not 1992. I thought we progressed past that. It's 2020 something right now. We don't do the barbed wire tattoos around the arm anymore. Like we don't do that here.
Next thing you
Is
know,
that what
you'll
you're
just have
thinking?
a barbed wire.
Right. I'm gonna have like the star on my elbow, and I'm gonna have the sun on my belly button like Dave Bautista. We don't do that here. Tell your dad go back to the 90s. Keep up with the times. We go backpacking. We go to the mountains. We go to Colorado. We go to Camping World. We jump in the RV and we go to the lake for a week.
Yeah.
You're missing the assignment. Missing the assignment.
Yeah, you do everything in the woods.
Except work and have a life and live in a house.
That's very great to know. I'm so happy for you. So, if people wanted to find you on that thing called social media, where can they find you at?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. Nomad Bricks on all of them. Brix Porter on all of them. You'll find me on all of them. I come up
Oh,
like number 7 on Google if you put Brix Porter in Google. It's pretty cool.
yeah. And lastly, most importantly, do you what since you're in the woods, do you have like a favorite animal or you just like
Nobody's asked me this yet. This is the new question. Uh, I love dogs. That's a given. Dogs are my jam. But tigers. Tigers, oh
yeah.
yeah.
You sca-
Tigers.
Yeah, you kind of scare me too. So, I'll probably get a picture this weekend if you're up for it, but I'm going to
Absolutely. $20. I'll hook you right up.
yeah, because you deserve it. Like you say, you need the money. You need to go build your little things in the woods. I get it.
Takes a lot of money to look this cheap.
Oh, I mean that's great. Go for you. Thank you so much for coming on. It was fun getting to know your little woods character, heel person.
What's character? What? We just talked for how many minutes? We're at 35 minutes now. And the best you got is a Woods character? You
Whatever,
still don't know who I am?
whatever you want to be considered and called. Oh, you look so sad now.
Did you just assume my gender? Are you assuming my pronouns?
Yeah, I am. See, when you take the hat off, it makes you look more like a baby face. You look like you're so nice. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching tonight's episode. I will be back on Thursday or Friday, one of those 2 days. I am not 100% definite, but please give him a follow. His little Instagram is clicked down below. So click that link, give him a follow, and we'll be back. Bye.